Hi, Sade Champagne here, and welcome to my episode 3 reaction and review of American Song Contest, hosted by Kelly Clarkson and Snoop Dogg. I have been so inspired by this show that I have gone back and watched every episode again, and I'm now reviewing each episode. And so I'm trying to pump out these videos so I can be caught up in time for the rest of the semifinals and the grand finale. All right, so if you want to find out more about the show, just watch episodes 1 and 2 reviews, which you can see in the description below, and to of course find out even more about the American Song Contest. This is the live qualifiers part 3. So from episode 2, Chloe Fredericks from North Dakota, Broderick Jones from Kansas, and Jonah Prill from Montana are all moving on to the semifinals voted by America. In addition, of course, to Jordan Smith from Kentucky, who got the jury's vote. I'm only going to be reviewing, as usual, my favorites from each episode. Starting out with episode 3, Grant Knoche from Texas, his song was Mr. Independent. I have to say, as a live performer and just the entire package, he is not only one of my absolute favorites from the show, but one of my absolute favorite performers I have seen in a long time. First off, he looks amazing. He's in incredible shape. His hair, his style, just his physique, phenomenal. And then his clothing and the way he dresses and how he carries himself, just, oh my goodness, just confidence and charisma radiating from his being. And then his choreography and his dancing and the way of the staging and the dancers with him, which he is a dancer as well. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely phenomenal. And then his voice, it has such like a smooth and yet cool and yet just really like draws you in and catches you by surprise tone. And I loved it. And the lyrics of his song, Mr. Independent, is just not only obviously encouraging to him, but I feel like anyone who listens to that could receive from that song and be blessed and inspired and uplifted by it. So for me, he was a freaking highlight. Absolutely stellar. Wow. Next up, we have Brittany Pfantz from Louisiana. Her original song was Now You Do. She's very beautiful. I loved her hair. I loved her style, how she came out on stage, commanded her presence and commanded the audience to pay attention to her in such a just vibrant way. And then just her song continued to build and build and build to where, man, by the time she got to that bridge, you couldn't tell Brittany nothing. Loved it. Next, we have Tyler Braden, who was another one of my favorites from Tennessee. His original song was 17, and I can see why he had gotten his record deal and why he was writing so many songs. He is a spectacular songwriter, and his voice and with the tone of it, like I love country music too. I love all styles of music. And so just hearing him, I absolutely loved it. And once again, it was a magnetic song and performance. All right, next up, we have Brooke Alex from New Jersey. Her original song was I Don't Take Pictures Anymore. She's another one, like come and just boom, sneak attack you on stage, and just watching her performance, her style and her charm and her confidence and just her, she's got like some oomph in her. And just even the song itself and the lyrics, it was like so cheeky, and just I really, really enjoyed her performance and the song as well. And I thought she did a splendid job. Yes, Brooke, definitely going to be listening to that song again too. All right, next up was Zabala. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, from Florida. Her original song was Flirt, and I just love her style. I love the colors that she was wearing, the dancers. I love just how comfortable she was on stage, and her song too was super catchy and just like a feel-good, vibrant song, just really, no pun intended, flirty, and so she had a great performance. Next up is Judd Hoos from South Dakota. I hope I'm saying the band's name right. And their song was Bad Girl. Yes, loved it. And I love the play on the words in their song too. And they just had such a fun performance. You can tell that going to see them live would be a good time. I would go with my girls and have a girls' night out, or even if you're having a date with your boo or with your family. Like, I just feel like with their performance, everyone would love it and enjoy the show. And then next was Riker Lynch, and he was representing Colorado. His original song was Feel the Love. I really loved Riker's performance. Just even seeing him on stage and how he lets himself go. He really feels the music. He feels what he's singing, and just his vibrant presence and also the positivity of the song. It just really gets you in such a good mood. And it is like tropical pop, like what he said. And I really enjoyed it, and how he got the audience into it. He's really great too with the camera and with the audience. You can just tell he is a seasoned professional. Loved it, Riker. My two honorable mentions from this episode is first, of course, my girl Jewel. I grew up listening to Jewel. Like, she was once again, like from the previous episode, episode 2 with Macy Gray, Jewel is one of those artists who she was unique and different and creative before it was the thing to be. And of course, I'm glad for that as an artist and a creative. The more creative and unique people we can have, the better. And so Jewel, I grew up listening to her, and she just has continued to be solid over the years. And so with her song, I like how it's almost like she put two different songs together. The chorus took a turn that you wouldn't have even expected, but she looks so beautiful. She sounds great. I love how she can go straight from sounding folksy to a little country to pop to almost even like a little bit classical and operatic in her voice. And just her presence too has always been pure joy and a gift, and just so great and emotional. And she really encouraged us during that song. And my last honorable mention is Jesse Leprotti from South Carolina. His original song was Not Alone, and I really connected with his song too, which is why he's an honorable mention, because it was so encouraging, and everyone needs to be able to hear that message about us not being alone and that we're in this together. And I think he did such a great job connecting that, and then just the upbeat of the music, and it was a great feel-good song. Well, spoiler alert again, spoiler alert. So for this episode, episode 3, Tyler Braden from Tennessee won the jury's vote for this episode. And so he is going straight to the semifinals. And now you're going to find out on the next review, unless if you've already watched the show. I hope you're watching it to support these artists. Who else will make the other 3 artists from this episode who will make the semifinals voted by America. So thank you everyone so much for your support, not only for me as a creative performer, artist, singer, songwriter, all that fun stuff. Thank you for supporting all these artists on the show. I'm just so blessed by them and just been so inspired by this show. That's why I had to review it, and you could see my eyes are lighting up. And so thank you all so much for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.